January 28, 1848. Marshall arrived in the evening. It was raining very heavy, but he told me he came on important business. After we was alone in a private room, he showed me the first specimens of gold. That is, he was not certain if it was gold or not, but he thought it might be. Immediately I made the proof and found that it was gold. I told him even that most of all is 23-karat gold. He wished that I should come up with him immediately, but I told him that I have to give first my orders to the people in all my factories and shops. March 7, 1848. The first party of Mormons employed by me left for washing and digging gold, and very soon all followed. It left me only the sick and the lame behind. At this time I could say that everybody left me from the clerk to the cook. What for great damages I had to suffer in my tannery, which was just doing a profitable and extensive business, and the vats was left filled and a quantity of half-finished leather was spoiled. Likewise, a large quantity of rawhides collected by the farmers and of my own killing. The same thing was in every branch of business which I carried on at the time. I began to harvest my wheat, while others was digging and washing gold. But even the Indians could not be kept longer at work. They was impatient to run to the mine, and other Indians had informed them of the gold and its value. And so I had to leave more as 2/3 of my harvest in the fields. April 18, 1848. More curious people arrived, bound for the mountains. I left for Columa. We was prospecting and found silver and iron ore in abundance. April 28, 1848. A great many people more went up to the mountains. This day the sawmill was in operation, and the first lumber has been sawed in the whole upper country. May 19, 1848. The great rush from San Francisco arrived at the fort. All my friends and acquaintances filled up the houses in the whole fort. I had only a little Indian boy to make them roasted ribs, etc., as my cooks left me like everybody else. The merchants, doctors, lawyers, sea captains, etc., all came up and did not know what to do. All was in a confusion. All left their wives and families in San Francisco, and those which had none locked their doors, abandoned their houses, offered them for sale cheap, a few $100 house and lot. Lots which are worth now $100,000 and more. Some of these men were just like greasy. Some of the merchants has been the most prudentest of the whole, visited the mines and returned immediately, and began to do a very profitable business. And soon vessels came from everywhere with all kind of merchandise. The whole old thrash which was laying for years unsold on the coasts of South and Central America, Mexico, Sandwich Islands, etc., all found a good market here. Final thoughts. I need not mention again that all the visitors has always been hospitably received and treated, that all the sick and wounded always found medical assistance gratis, as I had nearly all the time a physician in my employ. The assistance to the immigrants, that is all well known. I don't need to write anything about this. I think now from all this, you can form some facts, and that you can mention how thousands and thousands made their fortunes from this gold discovery produced through my industry and energy. Some wise merchants and others in San Francisco called the building of this sawmill another of Sutter's folly. And this folly saved not only the mercantile world from bankruptcy, but even our general government. But for me it has turned out a folly. Then without having discovered the gold, I I would have become the richest, wealthiest man on the Pacific shore.